Sound test mic sound check. Sound test mic.
Sound test mic sound check. Sound test.
Alright. Sound test mic. So can you hear my voice okay? Sound test mic sound check. So in this live stream we are going to review our Autodesk Revit Architecture Certified Professional. So this is for practical examination review. Okay, so this is not the actual exam. Okay, but you can use this as a reviewer. So I'm going to use the sample files that Autodesk provided in Revit. So whenever you install the software, there is a sample file that you can use. Okay, so if you want to check that out, so you can go to here to the home, and then you can select the file, and then after that you can go to open, and then you can select here sample files, and then you can check the sample files here. Okay, so this is the sample files that I have used in this video. Alright, so this is the sample file. What I did is I just arranged it so that we can use it just like the examination. Okay, but this is the sample project that I have used in this video. Okay, alright, so let's get started. So what we are going to do, of course, we are going to answer questions 1 to 35. Okay, so let's do this. So this is the question number 1. So I'll be opening sample 1. So again, I just created this one from the sample files from the Revit. So I'm going to open the sample 1. Alright, so let's do this. So this is how you answer this question. So let's open up the sample 1. And then as you can see here, it says activate the level 1 floor plan. Okay, so all you have to do is to follow the instruction. So we are going to activate the level 1 floor plan. So this is our level 1 floor plan. So just double click that. Okay, and then after that, using door 104 in the bathroom, so we are going to create and name a new door type measuring 900 by 2200 mm. Okay, so I just need to go to that bathroom, which is this one, this door 104. So I'm going to select this, and then it says here create and name a new door type measuring 900 by 2200. So I just need to go to the properties and then edit type. Okay, so edit type, and then you need to duplicate. Okay, because it says here we need to create a new door type. Okay, so let's duplicate this. Let's name it 900 by 2200. Okay, and then I'll just select here OK. Now after you name that, so make sure you change here the width. So it says 900. So I'm going to type here 900, and then for the height, I'm going to make this 2200. Okay, because it says here 2200. And then after that, I just select your OK. And there you go. Now, the next thing that we are going to do here is it says move the door so that the hinge side is located 100 mm from the inside edge of wall 1. Okay, so this is the inside edge of the wall 1 as shown in our exhibit or in our image. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this door and then just use the arrow on my keyboard to move it to the left. And then as you can see here, I can change this to 100. Okay, so we need to change that to 100 here. So let's click that temporary dimension and then type 100 and then enter. There you go. Okay, and then after that, we are going to place a permanent dimension between the opposite side, which is here. So this is the opposite side. Now, for you to be able to see clearly the side of this wall, So make sure you turn on the thin lines. Okay, so you click the thin lines, so you'll be able to see now the side of your wall here, the interior side clearly, because that is where we are going to place the dimension. Okay, so place a permanent dimension between the opposite side of the door and the inside edge of wall 2. Okay, this is the wall 2, and then this is the inside edge of our door. So you just need to put a dimension, and then you just need to place a dimension from here to here. Oops, sorry, here. Okay, click that, and there you go. So that's the answer. So the answer is 528. Alright, so that is for your question number 1. Okay, so let's move on to question number 2. Okay, so we will be using here sample tree. So I'm going to open that sample tree. Let me just close this and then undo all the things that I have done here, because later on I will be using my sample 1. So for now, I need to open sample 3 exercise file. So you can get this sample file using the sample project provided by Revit. Okay, so I'm gonna open sample number 3. Alright, and then again, all you have to do during the examination is to follow the instruction. So we're going to activate Prom Yard 3D view. So let's go to the project browser, and then let's look for the Prom Yard. So just double click that. So 3D views, Prom Yard, double click. And then we are going to apply the glass solar world solar cell black to the glass material in the 3 windows, which is these 3 windows here. Okay, so let's zoom in. So I'm going to click one of the window, hold control, you click the other window, and then the 3rd window. Okay, and then the next thing that you need to do for you to be able to change the material, you need to go to the properties, and then you need to go to the glass. Okay, the glass material. So according to the question, glass material. So let's go to the glass material. So let's click that, and then click the ellipsis button. Okay, and then after that, the next thing that we're going to do, let's look for glass solar world solar cell black. So you can search it from here. Okay, you can type glass. Okay, and then you can look for this one. So this is the one that we are looking for. So you just need to apply this. So you just need to select OK. Okay, so it's now applied. So I just click outside. So as you can see, it's now applied. Now we need to go back to material, because the question is, what is the glazing reflectance value of the material? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select again one of the window. We already applied the material here, and then let's go check out the glass material here again. So let's click the ellipsis button, and then let's look for the glazing reflectance. Okay, so it can be on the identity. No. Can check the graphics. No. Can go to appearance, and there you go. So this is what we are looking for. So the glazing reflectance value is 10. Okay, so that's the answer. Alright? Okay, so next question. Again, I'm going to undo all the things that I have done here. Alright, so let's move on to question number 3. So open sample 1. So I already opened the sample 1, which is this one. So this is sample 1. So we are going to activate level 1. Okay, so let's open up level 1, which is already this one. So it's already open. And then after that, select the dimension string along the top end of the building that measures grid lines 1 to 7. So basically, this is the one that we are going to select here. So I'm going to select this dimension. Okay, so this is the dimension from grid lines 1 to 7. And then set the grid lines so that they are equidistant from one another. So for you to be able to make this dimension equidistant, so you just need to click that EQ there. So you click that one, And there you go. So they are now equidistant to each other. Now the question here, what is the dimension value of the EQ or the equidistant in millimeters? Okay, with the dimension still selected, so you just go to the properties, and then after that, you can go to the edit type. Oh, I mean here on the instance property, the equality display, you click the drop down arrow, and then after that you just select here the value. So for us to be able to see the EQ value, which is what? 3000. So that's the answer. So that's how you answer this type of question. Okay, now let's go to question number 4. So let me just undo again all the things I've done here. So let's open up sample number 4. Okay, so this is sample number 4. Alright, so let us activate level 1 floor plan. So let's go to the project browser, open up the level 1. Okay, and then turn on the option to grade the inactive workset graphics. Okay, so where is this? So you can find this here at the bottom. Where are you? This one. This is actually the icon for the worksets, or you can also go to the collaborate, and then you can click here the worksets. So we need to turn on the grade the inactive workset graphics. So you need to go to the worksets, and then after that, here you need to check this one, gray inactive workset. So basically what will happen, all the elements or the workset that currently is not being used, they will gonna becomes gray color. Okay, so that is what will happen. So I'm going to check this one, and then I'm going to select here OK. So after doing that step, the next one is activate the different worksets defined in the project. So for you to be able to change or set the active workset, you just need to select from here, from the bottom here. So currently the active workset is workset number 2. Okay, so if I change that to workset number 1, so it will gonna be looks like this. If I change to workset number 3, so this is how it looks like. If I change to workset number 4, this is how it looks like. If I change that to workset number 2, this is how it looks like. Now, what is the name of the active workset where the display matches what is shown here? So what is the name of this workset? So basically the answer there is workset number 2. Okay, so this is the workset number 2, which is this one. See? So if I change this to workset number 1, this is how it looks like. If I change this to workset number 2, this is how it looks like, which is what we are looking for. Okay, so that's how you answer this type of question. Okay, now question number 5. So we're going to open sample 5 again. I'm going to undo. Okay, so I'm just going to open sample number 5. Okay, so open up sample number 5. So we are going to activate level 2. Okay, so level 2 floor plan. So I'm going to open level 2, and then after that, set the view to show the new renovation space. So how to change the renovation pace of a project, or the pace, current pace of the project. So what you do is, after changing that to level 2, you go to the properties, and then you can find here the pace. So currently the pace is selected as existing pace. So we want a new renovation space. So I just need to click the drop down arrow, and then I just select here new renovations pace. Just select that and then apply, and then see what will happen. Okay, so what is the area displayed in the room tag for the master bedroom 206? So let's look for 206, which is this one. Okay, so the question is, what is the area? So the area is 13 square meters. So that's the answer. Alright, So this is how you answer this type of question. So let's move on to question number 6. So we are going to open, let me just undo first things that I have done here. Alright, okay, so let's open up sample number 6. Again, we are still using the Autodesk sample project. Okay, so let's activate level 2. So let's go to level 2, which is this one, and then place a wall section as shown in the image. So we need to look for room 207. So where's that? Okay, so this is the room 207. So we're going to create a section here, just like the one on the image. So let's click the section, and then let's click here. This is the first point, here's the second point, and then the direction is looking down. So I'm going to flip this just like that. Okay, right? Okay, and then let's open up this section. So let's double click that head to open up the section. So this is now the section. Now select the partition wall at level 2, which is this is our level 2. So this is the partition wall that we are talking about. So you click that and attach the top of the wall to the roof. Okay, so you need to select that, and then after that, here there's an option, modify wall. So if I'm going to maximize this Revit, so you can find here attach top base. So you click that, and then after that you click the roof. Click that, there you go. And then after that you just need to select here modify. Okay, now let me just put this below like this. Again, let me just minimize it. Alright. Okay, so after we attach the top of the wall to the roof, so I'm going to select again this partition wall, and then let's check out the properties, because the question is, what is the area of the wall after the attachment in square meters? Okay, and that's the area. So the answer is 19.566. So if you are being asked of what is the length, so that's the answer, 4661. If you are asked the volume, so that's the answer, 2.223. Right? So basically that's how you answer this type of question. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So we are going to open sample number 3. I think I already opened sample number 3 a while ago. So okay, so this is the sample number 3. Okay, so sample number 3. So activate the living room ISO 3D view. So let's go to the project browser, 3D view, living room ISO. So let's double click this. There you go. So let's just put it here. Alright. Okay, so what is the value of the Omni class number property of the furniture that has been hidden in the view? So there is your clue, hidden. So to answer this type of question, so you need to reveal the hidden elements. Okay, you click this one. That is your clue, hidden. So we need to look for the furniture chair that is hidden in the view. So you need to select this to show the hidden element. So you click this one, and there you go. So we are looking for the furniture chair, which is this one. So you click that, and then what is the value of the Omni class number? So let's click this, and then let's check the property. So there is no Omni class number on the instance properties. So let's check out the type properties, and let's look. There you go. So there's the Omni class number. Okay, so the answer is 23.40.20.00. Okay, so that's how you answer this type of exercise or type of question. Alright, so let's move it. So question number 8. There are 3 kinds of families in Revit. Which kind of family that is unique in the project? So what are the 3 types of or 3 kinds of families? The 3 kinds of families are Loadable families. Loadable family, this is an example of loadable family. This furniture, or this sofa, or the lighting fixture, anything that you can load inside the project that is loadable family. Okay, so like for example, if I'm going to go to the architecture and then select door, so if you click the door, you can see there's an option here, load family. So meaning to say door is a loadable family. So if I select the window, again, there's an option here, load family. So window is a loadable family. So anything that you can load inside the project using this option, load family. So it is a loadable family or component family. The second type of family is system family. System family is a family that is already preloaded or created in the Revit. So just like your wall, if I select the wall, one thing that you can see here, or you will notice, there is no option here, load family. Okay, so if you don't see any load family option here, that is a system family. And if you go to the edit type, you can see that that is a system family. Okay, so any family that is already preloaded inside the project without the load family option, that is a system family. So what else? So if I select the, let's say I go to the floor, I click the floor. Okay, so there is no option here, floor load family. Or if I go to edit type, you can see that floor is a system family. Okay. So how about component? What type of family is this? If I click that place component, again, there's a load family. So meaning to say, place a component, okay, any family that you'll be able to load. All of these families are loadable family. Okay? So if you select the roof, if you click the roof, so that is an example of what? System family. Okay? Now, the third type of the family, which is actually the answer for this one, for this question, which is unique in the project, that is your in-place family. In-place family is a family that you created inside the project. Okay? If you create a 3D inside the project that you are working on, you create an extrusion, you create a revolve, so that is in-place family. To create an in-place family, you can click the component drop down here, and then you can see there's model in place. Okay, you see the definition? It creates a component that is unique to the project. The component exists only in context of the current project, and it cannot be loaded into the other projects. Okay, you can only use in-place family in your current project. You cannot use the load family for the in-place family. Okay, so that is the third type of family. So again, first type is loadable or component family. Next is system family in any order. And then the third one is in-place family. Now, the answer for this question is this one is in-place family. All right? Okay, cool. So question number 7. Question number 9. So open sample 7. So let's open up this one. So open, okay, sample 7. So let me open the sample 7. Okay, right. So review the warnings in the project. Now, this is review the warnings. So where is this one? You need to go to the manage. Need to go to the manage, and then on the inquiry panel, you can see there review warnings. So this is what we need to open. Review the warnings in the project. So you need to click this one. Again, you go to manage, you look for inquiry, and then you click that icon, review warnings. Right. Okay, now, next step, locate warning 1. So where's warning 1? So if you need to expand this, so there's our warning 1. Okay, so it's under highlighted walls overlap, one of them may be ignored when Revit finds room boundaries. Use cut geometry to embed one wall within the other, and then warning 1. So you can expand that. So locate warning 1 that indicates the highlighted wall overlaps. Yes, that is the one. So that's the warning 1. Okay, so what is the ID number of the wall timber clad that overlaps the other wall? So where's the timber clad? This one. So what's the ID number? There you go. 427092. Okay, so that's the answer. So that's the ID number of the wall timber clad. Okay, so that's how you answer question number 9. Alright, so let's move on. Question number 10. So let's open up sample 8. So let me open up sample 8. So open a reflected ceiling plan view or create a reflected ceiling plan view for level 2, because here in this project, so there is no ceiling plan, right? So how to create a ceiling plan in Revit? So to create a ceiling plan in Revit, so what you can do is you need to go to the View tab because it is a view. So you need to go to the View tab and then you look for Create Panel and then you look for the Plan Views drop down arrow. So there's a drop down arrow beside the Plan Views icon, and then one of the option there is Reflected Ceiling Plan. So this is what you need to select. So click that one, and we need to create an RCP or Reflected Ceiling Plan view for level 2. So you select level 2, make sure this is ceiling plan, okay, and then just select OK. So there you go. So if you expand that, so there's your level 2 ceiling plan. So now I'm going to zoom in. So as you can see, we need to create a compound ceiling in this bedroom, okay, with a height of 2,700. Okay, so let's zoom in here. So let's create a ceiling. So let's go to the architecture. Let's click the properties. Okay, I'm gonna select ceiling. Ceiling is a system family. Okay. Alright, so we need to create a compound ceiling. So alright, so it's already compound ceiling. So if the in the examination, if it's asked you to create a generic ceiling, then you can click generic ceiling. But for this one, it's compound ceiling. So no other option, which is this one. Okay, so compound ceiling in the bedroom with a height offset of 2,700, which is already set, 2,700. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of using automatic ceiling, I'm going to use sketch ceiling. I click that one. And then I will be using here the peak lines option. Okay, so I need to click these sides here of this room. Okay, there you go, there you go. And you need to clean the corners. Okay, so you trim extend. Okay, so you click that one, you click that one. So make sure every time you create a ceiling or roof or floor or any sketches, make sure it is closed, no intersection, no overlapping. Okay, so after I create this boundary, so I just need to select finish edit mode. So click that and there you go. So there's my ceiling. Now, while the compound ceiling is still selected, so what is the area of the ceiling in square meters? And there you go. So the answer here is 13.881 square meters. If it is asking for perimeter, so there's the answer for the perimeter. If it is asking for volume, so there's the volume. Alright? So that's how you do this type of question. Okay? Right. Okay, so I just created this sheet, our cheat sheet. Okay, so I just created this one. So this is mine. Alright, so I'm gonna open now sample M. So let me just undo all the things that I have done here. Alright. Okay. Let's undo. Alright. So let's open up sample 1. I believe I already opened sample 1. Let me just look at it. Okay, so where's my sample one? Alright, so here's my sample one. Alright, so activate the north elevation view. So let's go to the project browser. Let's look for the elevation. Okay, elevation. You look for the building elevation, and then we're going to open the north elevation view. So just double click that, and then create a parapet level 3,200 mm above the roof line level. So this is our roof line level. So we are going to create another level 3,200 above the roof line level. So from the architecture tab, okay, what you can do is you need to create a level, which is this one. Okay, so you can also type LL. So I'm going to select level. And then using the peak lines option, so I click that, I need to specify here the offset distance of 3,200 according to the question that I created. Okay, so 3,200 above the roof line. So I'm gonna make sure I create from here. And there you go. And then I just select here, modify. So I'm just going to click this one, and then let me just align it to roof line here. Okay, if you want, you can rename this, although even if you don't rename that, that's alright. Okay, so that's your parapet, for example. Alright, and then change the elevation base of the level type to survey point. So how to do this? So what you do is to select the level, and then you go to properties, and then after that you go to the edit type. So you click edit type, and then you change the elevation base. Change the elevation base to survey point. So currently it's project base point. So you click the drop down arrow, so you select survey point, and then select your OK. So just click that one, and there you go. Okay, so as you can see, the value change. Now the question is, what is the elevation of the parapet level in millimeters? So that's the answer. So the answer is 12,300 millimeters. Okay, so that's how you answer this type of question. Alright, so question number 12. So we are going to open sample tree. So again, I believe I already opened that. Okay, so let me just look at it. Sample tree. Alright, so this is my sample tree. Sample tree. So I'm gonna open level 1 here. So project browser. So let's look for level 1. So just double click the level 1, and then after that, find the furniture MTV flat screen in the living room 106, which is this one. So this is our flat screen. So just click this one. Okay, and then what is the diagonal value associated with the dimensions parameter? Okay, so we need to look for the dimensions parameter. Okay, so you select the furniture, and then you go to properties, and then you look for the dimensions parameter. So there's no dimensions parameter here on the properties, but if you go to the instance I mean to the type properties, you click that one, you can see there's the dimensions parameter here, and then we are looking for diagonal. So let's look for diagonal, which is this one. Okay, and then there you go. So there's your answer. Okay, so there's your answer. So if you want, you can convert that to millimeters. So you can change the units of your Revit, and you should be able to see the millimeters value of this one, because currently for this project it is set to inches. Okay, so but basically that's how you answer. That is what we are looking for in this review. So how we answer this question. All right, now let's go back. All right, so question number 13. So we're going to open sample 7. Did we open that one already? So let me just check. So this is sample 4. 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we already opened sample 7. Alright, so let us activate the kitchen southeast interior elevation view. So let's go to the project browser and then let's open up the kitchen southeast. Alright, which is this one. Okay, so it is the interior elevation, so kitchen southeast. And then let's duplicate the view. So how to duplicate the view? So you just need to right click the kitchen southeast and then let's duplicate the view. Alright, so let's duplicate that. Duplicate, and there you go. So once you duplicate, what numbers are displayed in the far right window? Okay, so that's the answer, 55442. Okay, so 55442. Okay, so that's the answer. What numbers are displayed in the far right window? Alright, okay, so that's how you answer this type of question. Alright, so now let's move on to sample 9. So let's open up sample 9. Sample 9. Okay, so let us open up level 2 floor plan. So let's double click level 2 floor plan. Double click that one. Alright, so change the highlighted wall so that each of the finished layers on both sides of the structure are 25 mm thick. We are talking about this wall here on room 207. Where's that? This one. So this wall here. So we are going to modify this wall. So let's select this wall. And then after that, let's go to the properties. Okay, and then we need to go to the type properties because this is where we are going to change the structure of our wall. So let's click edit. Okay, it says here the finished layers on both sides are 25 mm. So we have finish 2, okay, our layer 1 and layer 5. We need to change the thickness of that to 25. So 25, 25, and then OK. Right? And then just select OK. Now the question here is, what is the area of this wall in square meters? So just select that one, and then again on the instance property, you can now see here the area. If it is asking for length, so that's the answer, 1,200. If it is asking for volume, so that's the answer, 0.909. Okay? But for this question that I created, so the answer is 6.15 square meters. Okay? Right. Okay, so next, question number 15. So, sample 10. So let me just undo first. Okay, so sample 10. So let's open up sample 10. Okay, so activate the level 1 floor plan. So activate level 1 floor plan. And then we are going to edit the dining table A1. So where is that? So here's the dining area. I believe this is the dining table A1. Yes, this is the one. And then it says here, move the room calculation point to above the highest reference plane, just like this one. So we need to edit this family. So you click that, you go to the edit family, and then you go to the project browser. Then we will be changing the view to reference level. Okay, just double click the reference level just like the one on the image here, and then we need to move the room calculation point. For you to be able to see the room calculation point, you need to go to the properties, and then you check the room calculation point here, so which is this one. So you just tick this, and then it will show the room calculation point. You just need to click that and drag above here, just like on this image here. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is we need to reload the family back into our sample 10 project, and then let's override the existing parameter. So let's load into the project, and then okay, so that is sample 10, and then select OK. And then let's just override the existing version and its parameter values. Just click that and then open the furniture schedule. So let's go to the project browser, furniture schedule. Alright, and then how many dining table A1 listed in dining? Just this one. So how many? So listed in our dining room. So we have dining table A1. So how many? So the answer is 2. Okay, so that's how you answer this type of question. Alright, so let's move on. Question number 16. So we are going to open up sample 11. So open up sample 11. Alright, so it says here activate level 1 floor plan. So just double click level 1. And then in the room living 106, which is here, select one of the components, sofa, ottoman. I believe this is the sofa. You just click one of the sofa and then edit the family in the family editor. So select that sofa and then select edit family to open up the family editor. So activate the reference level view. So let's open up the reference level here. Just double click and then using model text, enter the string rich. Okay, so model text is this one. So let's click this. Okay, just type there rich, my name. Okay, so let us just place it here and then modify. Now it says here change the model text depth to 300. Okay, so the thickness. So click that. Then let's check out the properties. There you go. So there's the depth. So make sure that is 300. And then apply. And there you go. Now let's load the edited family into the project and override. So load into the project. So load it on sample 11. Okay. Just override it. Okay, so in the image, click the sofa ottoman components that reads left to right. So as you can see here, we can't see the image or the text nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the visibility graphic overrides to wireframe. Wireframe. There you go. Alright, so what now? In the image, click on the sofa ottoman components that reads left to right. Okay, so basically in the exam, I have encountered this one. So you just need to click the components that reads left to right, which is this one, left to right. One, this one, and then this one. Right? So maybe during the exam, it might ask you from bottom to top or inverted or like this, okay? Right? But basically, this is how you answer this type of question. All right. So question number 12. So let's question number 17. So let's open up sample 12. Click that. All right. So let's activate A102 plans. So project browser. Let's look for A102 plans. Okay, so A102 plans. To create a guide grid. So to create a guide grid, so you need to go to the view, sheet composition, and then you need to look for guide grid. Okay, so you click the guide grid and then specify here the name. So let's say floor plan guide grid. Oh. Floor plan guide grid. Okay, so we just need to follow the instruction. Alright, so there you go. And then change the spacing to 200 mm. So you click the guide grid, properties. So there's the spacing there. So change that to 200 according to the instruction. And there you go. Now, Move the level 1 view so that the A1 grid intersection is congruent with the lower right intersection of the first full guide grid intersection. So basically, oops, sorry. Okay, so we need to move the level 1 view so that the A1 grid intersection, which is this one, this is the A1 grid, is congruent with the lower right intersection of the first full guide grid intersection. So this is the first full guide grid, right? So we need to align the A1 to this corner here because it says here lower right intersection of the first full guide grid. Okay, so you can use the align tool. You can type AL or you can click this icon here, or you can go to the manage. Oh, sorry. You can go to modify and then you can use align here. Okay, or you can type AL. So let's align it. So you can click from here. Let's click A1. Oops. Alright, so I cannot align it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the view, use the move tool, click the A1 here, and then you click that intersection. There you go. So we are done with this step. Now, what is the distance between the column grid 7? Where's the column grid 7? There you go. So there's the column grid 7, and then the nearest vertical guide grid line to the right, which is this one. Okay, so let's dimension this. So just like this one. Okay, so what is the distance? So let's put dimension. So let's click that. So let's, okay, I can't snap. Wonder if I can create a line using this one, measure between two reference. There you go. So I can snap from here to here. Okay, so the answer is 20. Okay, so I have used this tool here, measure between two references. So that's how you answer question number 17. So let's move on to question 18. So we will be opening sample 1. Let's look for sample 1. Where are you? Okay, so let me just close this. Okay, so let me just close the other views here. Alright, so here's our sample 1. So activate the typical floor wall connection detail view. So let's go to the project browser. Let's look for the detail view. So it's asking for typical floor wall connection, which is this one. So just double click this. And then after that, there you go. Alright, so change the floor to floor type 3. Okay, so this is the floor. Oops, careful. So this is the floor. So you click that. And then let's change that to floor type 3. Properties, click the drop down arrow. And then you look for floor type 3. So you click that. There you go. So it's now changed. So with the floor type 3 still selected, let's look for the volume in cubic meters. Okay, it should be cubic meters, not millimeters. Okay, so it should be cubic meters. Where is that? There you go. So that's the answer. So 25.536 cubic meters. If it is asking for perimeter, so that's the answer. If it is asking for area, so that's the answer. So there's the area. Okay, but for this particular one, it's volume. So 25.536 cubic meters. Alright? Now, question number 19. So we need to open sample 2. Alright, so where's our sample 2? So let me just close this one. Close other files. Okay, just close this. Okay, where is that one? Looking for sample 2. I believe I already opened that. Okay. I think I have closed that one. Alright, so let me just open again the sample 2. Oh, alright, so let me just close the sample 1 because it's linked to sample 1. So I'm gonna open sample 2. There you go, just this one. So we are going to activate level 2 floor plan. So this is sample 2 project. So let me open level 2. Alright, so this is the one. Okay, so create a new railing using the following options. Use the peak lines draw tool. So let's go to architecture. Let's click the railing here. Click the railing. And then we will be using peak lines. Okay, so peak lines. And then for the railing type, we're going to use handrail pipe. So let's go to the properties. Make sure you change this to handrail pipe. So you click that one, and then the offset is 200 from the concrete walls, just like this one. So there, the offset is 200. Sorry, I forgot to change. So make sure you change the offset to 200. Alright, so let's offset this one, and then this one here, just like the one in the image. And then let's finish this one. Finish. And there you go. So there's now your railing. So you click the railing, it's asking for the height. So it's the height. So if it is asking for the length, so that's the answer. If it is asking for the length. If it is asking for the height, I believe it's inside the type properties, height. Okay. Alright, this one. Height, 914.4. Okay, so that's how you answer that one. Let's move on to question 20. Alright, so let's open up sample 13 for this one. So sample 13. Okay, now for this one, it's mass floor. Okay, so create mass floors for level 1 to level 5. Okay, it's just so happened that in this exercise, I have accidentally override the project. So that's why I already created a mass floor here. But let me just delete the mass floor. So select so that I can show you how I created the mass floor. So I select the mass floors and then delete that. Oops. What? Okay, mass floors. So I just delete that one. Alright, so when you open the project, it looks like this. Okay, the sample project. Okay, so now you need to create a mass floor for levels 1 to 5. So to do that, you need to go to the massing inside. No, you just need to click the mass. Just click the mass, and then you can see the model here. So there's the mass floors. So I click the mass floors, click level 1, level 5, using the shift. Hold the shift, click level 5, and then check. And there you go. You just created your mass floor. Now we are looking for the floor area of the level 2. So this is the level 2. For you to be able to select it, so you hover your pointer, you press your tab once, and then once it highlights, you click. There you go. So it's now selected. Let's look for the floor area, which is this one. 361.875 square meters. If it is asking for floor perimeter, so that's the one. If it is asking for exterior surface area, so that's the one. If it is asking for floor volume, so that's the answer. Okay? Right. Now, question number 21. So we will be opening sample 14 for question 21. So let me open that. Here, so we are going to create a new legend view. So how to create a new legend view? So to create a new legend view, so you need to go to the project browser and then just right click the legends, right click legends, and then select new legend. Okay, and then let's put a name here. So this is project furniture legend. Okay, so I'm going to change the scale here to 1:25, right? Okay, there you go. And then I'm going to select here OK. Now, place the floor plan and left side elevation legend components for the following. furniture chair 1. So, where is the legend component? So you need to go to annotate, and then you need to look for, you click the drop down arrow here. It can be found here on the detail panel. You click this one, the drop down arrow, and then you should be able to see their legend component. Okay, legend component, and we need to insert chair 1. Okay, let's look for chair 1, which is this one. You click the family here, look for chair 1, and then we need to insert the floor plan and left side elevation of that. So chair 1, so this is the floor plan, so just click, and then we also need to insert the left side. Okay, so that's the left side. Okay, and then chair 2, so you click that, chair 2 floor plan, you place here, and then left side view, you place here, and then chair 3 elevation right, oops, floor plan, sorry, floor plan, and then left. There you go, and then modify. Now, so in the picture, click on the image that accurately represents left elevation for chair 1, which is this one, right? This is the one. Right, okay, so this is the answer. Okay, you select this. Okay, so basically this is how you answer this type of question. Alright, so question 22. So we will be opening sample 15. Okay, so sample 15. There you go. So activate level 2 floor plan. Level 2 floor plan. So just double click that. Alright, so we are going to import a CAD file here using a manual origin positioning. So after opening the level 2, so let's go to the insert. So we're going to import a CAD file. So select import CAD, and then you need to look for the sample CAD file. So I just created this one. And then we will be using manual origin. So make sure you change the positioning to manual origin. Okay, and then just select open. There you go. You just zoom out. Okay, and then you just pick anywhere. Just pick here. So you can see a warning here that the elements are not visible currently. Okay, the issue there is this one. So just select do not crop view, just click this one. There you go, and then just zoom out, and that's the one. Okay, so I'm just click. Okay, I'm just going to click that one, and then let me just move it here. Okay, so it looks like that it's here. Oops. Okay, let me just zoom in this. So it's here on the back of this chair here, the midpoint. The middle chair is at the intersection of the grid lines D6. Okay, so this is D, and then there's your 6 grid. So basically, so you just select that, use the move tool, you click the midpoint, and then you snap on D6, just like that. Okay, on your observation deck. And then after that one, place a dimension just like this. So this is what we are actually looking for, this question mark here. So what's the dimension? So you just put the dimension, align dimension. So you click this line here, and then okay, chair to the outside railing. Okay, here's the outside railing, so just click. There you go. So that's the answer for the question that I've created. So the answer is 13.48. Okay? So just make sure you read the instruction or the step correctly. Okay? Right. Now, let's move on to question 23. Alright, so we're going to open sample 1. So let me just close this. No save. So, no save. No save. So I'm going to open sample 1. So open sample 1. Okay, so let's activate the typical foundation detail view. So let's go to the view, detail view, typical foundation detail view. Alright, we just need to follow the instruction. Alright, now create a filled region using a vertical fill pattern inside the floor area as shown in the image. Okay, actually this is not a is this a vertical fill pattern? Okay, so we just need to follow this dimension here. So how to do that? So let's go to the annotate. We just need to create a filled region. So let's go to annotate, and this is the filled region from the detail panel. So you click the filled region, and then let's use properties vertical. Okay, so let's change that instead of concrete. So I'm going to use vertical here. Okay, and then there's the dimension. Okay, so I'm going to use here the peak lines dimension, peak lines tool. So I need 250. So I'm going to change the offset distance to 250. Okay, and then I'm gonna offset that below. That's the one. And then I'm gonna change this to 100. There's a 100 here. I'm going to offset that 100. What else? We also have here 100. So this the total of this one is 2 250, right? So let me just offset this one first. 150. So you just need to follow the dimension. So this is it's already 150. So this is already 100. Oh, so I need the 300. Sorry. So I need the 300 here. Okay, so let's offset this to the right. There you go. Okay, and then modify. So let us just create a line here. So I needed this one. Okay, and then use the trim stand to corner. Okay, and then alright, so where's my 300? So there's my 300 from here. Okay, so let me use peak lines again without an offset distance, and then pick this, and then trim extend to corner, just like that. And then this one I need to connect from here to here. Okay, and then let me just delete this line here. Let me trim this line here. Let me trim this line here. Okay. Oops, I need to create this line here. Trim, trim. There you go. Okay. Right, and then let's just finish this one. There you go. So just to make sure, let us put a dimension. So make sure you get the correct dimension. So that's 250, and then we also have here tab. I believe this. Oh, okay. So the line here is invisible. So let me just click the boundary here. Edit the boundary. So I'm going to select this lines that I have created because it is set to invisible. So I'm going to change the line style. Instead of invisible, I just use medium lines, and then I check so that I can see the lines. Okay, so I can now see the lines. So you can now verify if you have the correct distance. So that's correct. Okay, so that's correct. From here to here. Okay, that's correct. You can tab. Okay, and then that's correct. Okay, now the question is, what is the area of the filled region in square meters? So you just need to select the filled region, and then there you go. So there's now the area. Okay, so the answer is uh, 0.12 square meters. So that's how you answer this type of question. Okay, so let's move on. Alright, so question number 24. So we will be using sample 16. So let's open up sample 16. So activate the site floor plan view. Okay, so site plan. Double click the site plan and then create a building pad using the boundary as shown. So where's the boundary here? I think my link is missing here. Let me check the link. Oh no, there's the link. Alright, so let me check the 3D view. Wireframe. There's no boundary here. So this is sample 16. So let's activate the site floor plan. But I already activate the site floor plan. How about I change to wireframe? No. Should be able to see this one. Well, anyway, just in case, because here on my exercise file, I think I have removed the CAD file here. Let me just check the CAD file. Manage link. Do I have a CAD here? No, there's no CAD. Okay, I think I must have deleted the CAD file. But anyway, in this type of question, you just need to know how to create a building pad. Okay? So if during the examination they provided this type of shape, so you just need to trace that one. So to create a building pad, so for example, I already have the shape here, so I just need to trace it. So I just need to go to the massing insight. There's the building pad, and then you can just use the peak lines option. Okay, you can use that to trace the boundary, but in my case I just use the line tool so I can draw it. So let's say I'm going to click here. Okay, so I just click from there, click from here. Okay, but then again, in your case, you need to use the peak lines option so that it's much easier. Okay, it will be much easier because you just need to trace the boundary. Okay, not this one, the one that I'm doing. Okay, so for example, I already traced it, so you just need to set it at level 1. So let's check the properties. It's already set to level 1. Make the height offset from level 1 to be minus 3000. Okay, so you just change from here. So minus 3000. I must have messed up this file and accidentally deleted before or after I saved this image. Okay, I must have deleted the CAD file because see there's the CAD file. Anyway, I'll just finish it after you change that to level 1 and minus 3000. Okay, what else? So edit the structure of the pad to be 500 mm thick. So you need to go to the type properties. Okay, the thickness should be 500. So you go to the edit, change the thickness, make it 500, and then OK. And then after that, select OK, and then check Finish Edit Mode. There you go. Alright, so what is the area of the building pad in square meters? Okay, so you just need to select the building pad. If you're having difficulty selecting the building pad, so you need to go to the 3D view, because as you can see, if I click here, I am selecting the topography, okay, but that is not the building pad. So you need to go to the 3D view and then look for the building pad, which is this one. So this is the building pad. So we are looking for the area of the building pad, so that's the answer. Okay, 45.546 square meters. If it is asking for perimeter, so there's the perimeter. If it is asking for volume, so there's the volume. Alright, so that's how you answer question 24. Okay, so question 25. Alright, so let me just close this without saving. Let me open sample 1, which is I already did. So let's open up East Building Elevation View. So project browser, elevation building view is, double click that. Alright, so East Building Elevation View. So select curtain wall A, which is, this is the curtain wall, right? So for you to be able to select it easily, it would be better if you turn on the select elements by face. Okay? Or, and also just to make sure you just check the select elements by face, and then you can see that it's already highlighted as you hover your pointer. So you click that curtain wall and then change the vertical grid justification to end. Okay, you can check out the properties here, and then from here you can change the vertical grid. Maybe on the exam it might ask you to change the horizontal grid, but in this question that I have created, I'm just asking for the vertical grid justification to end. So instead of beginning, just change that to end. Okay? And then just select apply. Alright, so it's now changed. Just select here, modify. Now, what is the area of the panel B? So basically, you just need to select this panel here. Now, as I hover my pointer, it highlights the whole curtain wall. So if you only want to select this panel, you hover your pointer, do not click, and then you press tab once, you tab again, and there you go. So it's now highlighting the curtain panel. Okay, so you click that once it highlights, and then now proceed checking the area on the properties. And there you go. So that's the answer. 3.434 square meters. If it is asking for width, so that's the answer. If it is asking for height, so that's the answer. Alright? So that's question 25. Alright, so question 26. So sample 16. So open up sample 16. Okay, so activate the room schedule. Alright, so room schedule. So where's the schedule here? There we go. So there's the room schedule. So just double click that. Okay, so activate the room schedule, adding a header and footer. Sort the schedule by level. Okay, so let's activate the room schedule, adding a header and footer. So let's go to sorting and grouping. And then from the schedule properties, adding a header and footer, sort the schedule by level. Okay, by level, header and footer. What else? Calculate the totals for the area column. So you need to go to the formatting. Okay, formatting, you look for the area, and then change this no calculation to calculate totals, because it says here calculate the totals for the area column, and then just select OK. There you go. So what is the total area for the rooms on level 1? Which is this one. So the answer is 172 square meters. If it is asking for the total area of level 2, so the answer is 96 square meters. But I'm just asking for level 1. So that's the answer. 172 square meters. Alright, so question 27. So let's open up sample 17. Okay, so the concrete wall used in this one is stack wall concrete with footing. So if I click this wall here, so you can verify that it is indeed using the stacked wall concrete with footing. So we need to activate the type properties according to the step. So let's select edit type. So I click the edit type, And then after that, so we need to add footing 500 wall type to the bottom of the stacked wall with a height of 276 mm. So you select your edit, just click that one, and then as you can see, this is our first layer, or we only have one layer here, and then the height is variable. So we need to add another layer here, 500 mm at the bottom. So we need to insert. As you can see, our variable here, our first layer went to the bottom or to the second. So we need to move that one up. So you click that and then move that one up. There you go. So there's the variable. So for the one that we just added, so we need to change that to footing 500 mm, right? So footing 500 mm, wall type to the bottom of the wall with the height of 276. So let's change the height to 76. Okay, there you go. And then just select your OK. And then let's select OK. There you go. Right, so it's now updated. You see? Okay, so it's now updated. Now, so let's go to the material takeoff, to the wall material takeoff. So let me just open again the project browser, wall material takeoff. Okay, so what amount of concrete cast in situ material is listed? So what is the volume? Okay, the material volume is 61.62 square or cubic meters. Okay, so that's the answer, 61.62. Alright, so question 28. Okay, so let me just close this one. So we need to open sample 1. Alright, so sample 1, there it goes. There's our sample 1. To activate level 1 room legend, which is this one. Level 1 room legend. Okay, so tag all the rooms in this view using the M room tag with area family type. So let's tag all. So tag all, that's our key word here. Keywords, tag all. So you need to go to annotate, and then there's the tag all. So you click that one, and then we will be using M room tag with area. Room tags, click this, change that, M room tag with area. So just click that one, and then what else? That's all. So just select this, OK. So there's now our tags. But before that, so we need to change the room area computation setting at wall core layer. So to do that, you need to go to the architecture, look for room and area. So you click the drop down, and then after that you look for area and volume computations. So just click that, and then we need to change the settings to at wall core layer. Okay, here at wall core layer, and then just select OK. Okay, so now what is the area of the whole room in square meters? There you go. So that's the answer, 24 square meters. Okay. Question 29. So let's open up sample 18. Alright, so let's activate the typical foundation detail view. So typical foundation detail view. So where's the detail view? This one. Alright, so above the foundation, place a repeating detail along the left side of the wall, similar to what is shown in the exhibit. So this is our wall, right? So we're going to place here a repeating detail component. Okay, we are going to use the brick type. So how to place a repeating detail component? So to do that, you need to go to the annotate, and then you need to click this drop down arrow. It's here on the detail panel. So you click that drop down, and then you look for repeating detail component. So you click that, and then make sure you change the type to brick first before you place it. So you click the drop down, and then you change that to brick. Okay, So you select the brick and then extend the brick outside the view. So we're going to place it here on the left side of this wall. So I'm going to place that, and then it says here extend the brick outside the view. Outside the view, alright, there you go. And then I just select modify. Now the question is, how many full courses bricks in the view? So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that's the answer, 5. Okay, so question 30. Okay, so let's open up sample 19. Sample 19. Let's activate the site plan. Okay, so activate the site plan. Where's the site plan? This one. Okay, so copy monitor using the link file parkingm.rbt, which is actually this one. So there's a link there. Where is the link? Oh, wait, I don't have the link. So let me just move this, Revit links. Okay, so I'm just going to link it. I actually don't have a parking link, but I have a separate one. Let me just load it. Just one moment. Okay, the parking is just load here sample sample 2. So reload from, I'm just going to use sample 2. Oh, I think it's open. So let me just close it. Sample 2. Okay, so let me just close sample 1. Okay, just one moment. Alright, so there's, where's my sample 2? There you go. So there's my sample 2. It's now loaded. Okay, so we are going to, okay, so instead of parking M, it should be sample 2. Okay, so there's my sample 2 link here, which is this one here. Okay, so let's copy monitor. So to copy monitor, just go to the collaborate, go to the coordinate panel. So there's the copy monitor. So select link. Okay, and then we need to select the parking M RVP. So just click that one, and then you will now be going to copy monitoring. So for the options, so it says change the options. Change the options so that the original wall type retaining 300 mm concrete copies to the same type, which is wall, okay, retaining, so same type. Okay, so make sure it's the same. The original type retaining 300 mm concrete is the same as the new type. Okay, and then just select here OK. Now the next thing that we will be doing is we're now going to use the copy monitor. So we're going to copy monitor these 4 walls here on our link. So this one, click, click, oops, click, and then click. Okay, and then just finish. There you go. So it's now monitored. So now select the wall A, which is this one, this wall there. So you click that. Okay, so what is the area? So let's check the properties, area. So that's the answer, 46.587. So if it is asking for volume, so that's the answer, volume. If it is asking for the length, so that's the answer, length. Okay, so that's for question 30. Alright, so question 31. So we'll be opening sample 14. Okay? So sample 14, so we need to open up according to the guide or to the instruction. So we will be opening up level 1 room legend. Alright, so level 1, I don't have the level 1 room legend. Level 1 room legend. Anyway, I don't have that. I think I have overwritten this file, this sample file. But anyway, okay, so I just open level 1. Okay, so you just need to understand how I answer this type of question. So just change this one. So instead of room legend, just level 1. Okay, so I'm going to open level 1. So create an area color scheme in our view. Okay, so how to do that? So you need to go to annotate. You need to go to the color fill. Just click that one. And then you need to place it, let's say, somewhere here. And then we are going to select here room area. Alright, so rooms area. Just select OK. And there you go. Okay, so I'm going to edit this room legend. So I click this, edit the scheme. So instead of using the area here, I'm going to change that to name. Alright, so I just use name there, and then I select OK. There you go. So what's now the color of this? So after the color scheme is applied, select the area in the legend that represents this color on our dining room. So basically, the answer there is kitchen dining. Okay, so that's the color. It's just I mess up this question. Okay, so I think I have overwritten the exercise file that I used when I created this cheat sheet. Alright, but basically that's how you do this one. That's how you answer it. So you need to create a color fill legend. Alright, now question number 32. So we're going to open sample 20. Alright, so sample 20, let's open up. Okay, so we are going to create here a window schedule. So let's look for the window here. Oh, I mean for the schedule. So what am I saying? Alright, so there's the schedule. So right click the schedule, new schedule quantities, and then we are going to create a window schedule. So let's select the window, and then using the face existing. So we need to change the face here, select existing, and then select here OK. So now the fields that we'll be adding here is family and type. So let's look for family and type, level. Okay, what else? Space created. Double click, and then the height. So let's look for the height. Just double click the height, and then filter to view only level 1 living room. So let's go to the filter by level equals to level 1 living room. Alright, so level 1 living room, and then let's sort the schedule by height. So where's that? So sort by grouping, sort it by height. Okay, let's add a header, let's add a footer with title, count, and totals. So you check the grand totals, make sure title, count, and totals is selected. Okay, and then do not itemize each instance. So make sure you uncheck this one. Do not itemize every instance. So uncheck that, and then just select your OK. And there you go. So how many single window standard family are there on level 1 living room? So how many? 8. Okay, so the answer is 8. See that one? So 8. Alright, so question 33. So we will be using sample 4 for this one. Just override it. Alright, so sample 4. So activate level 1 floor plan. Okay, so let's open up level 1. Okay, and then set the work sharing display to work set. So how to set the work sharing display? So you just need to go to your view control bar below. So you look for work sharing display, and then let's select here work sets. Okay, so in the legend below, what is the color of this one? Okay? So during the examination, you will be given there a legend. Okay? Oh, I mean these colors there. Okay, they will be providing you these colors on your examination, and then after you change the work sharing display to work sets, it will gonna be looks like this. Well, of course, it maybe the color is different during the examination, but basically, when you change the work sharing display to work set, it will becomes colorized based on the work set. And then you just need to click on the area where they show all the colors, the color that they are asking. For example, for this one, what is the color of this one? Then you just need to look for this color on those choices that they have provided, and then you just need to click that one. Okay? So what I'm just saying here is I'm just showing you where to locate the work sharing display. Okay, so it's here. So you just need to click that one, and then you just need to select work set if it is asking for work set, or checkout status, owners, or model updates, and then it will change the color. Okay, if they are asking for what is the color of this one, so you just need to look for this color on the choices they provided here, and then you click that one. Okay, so that's how you do it. Right, so question 34. Okay, we are going to open up sample 15. So let's open up that sample 15. Okay, so let's activate the 3D view. So you just need to click the 3D icon here, which is this one, or just click the 3D here. It's just the same. Okay, so create a Topo Surface from the CAD imported. So there's an imported CAD file here. Okay, there's an imported CAD file. You see that one? So there's the imported CAD file. So we're going to create Topo Surface. So you go to Massing and Site, click the Topo Surface, and then after that, here from the Tools panel, instead of Create from specified point, so make sure you select Import Instance. So you click that, and then you select the AutoCAD, which is this one, the imported CAD file. So you click that, okay, and then here we will be using C Topo minor 1. So let's uncheck all of this, check none, and then we will be using C Topo minor 1. So the question is, just select here OK first to create the Topo Surface, and then finish. Okay, so there's our Topo Surface. So let's click the Topo Surface that we just created. Alright, so the question is, what is the projected area? The projected area is this one, 3934.478 square meters. If it is asking for surface area, so this is the surface area. Alright, now for the last question, okay, number 35, so let's open up sample 21. Click. Alright, so here we are going to create the stairs. Okay, so let's activate the stairs view. So double click the stairs. There you go. So as you can see, it's already creating. I already created here the provided reference plane where we are going to place the stair. Okay, so let's check this one out. So create a stair using stair by component tool. So let's go to the architecture, select the stair by component. So it's stair by component, and then let's change the properties here. Okay, so monolithic stair, so that will gonna be the stair type. So monolithic stair. Okay, and then base level to level 1, base level to level 1, top level to level 2. Alright, so let's change this to level 2. Okay, desired number of risers 18. So it's already set to 18. What else? Actual tree depth 300. Okay, so let's change this 300. And then actual run width 1200. So you change it here. Okay, so 1200. Now we will be using the location line exterior support right. So here. So make sure you select exterior support right. For the first run, oops, let me just zoom in. Okay, so for the first run here, this is our first run. So we'll be creating 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 risers. See? First run we're gonna be 5 risers created. Okay, so I'm gonna pick here. Pick, and then we will be creating 5. Oops, sorry, it's not there. I'm just going to escape once. So I pick wrong side. So I'm gonna pick here. Pick. Right? So make sure you can see there 5 risers created. So you pick. There you go. And then we're going to create the remaining risers 12 above. So we're going to pick at the intersection here of our reference plane. Oops. Okay, again I pick wrong side, so I'm going to escape once. So I'm just going to pick here. Okay. Alright, and then just use up all the remaining risers 12. Okay, and then click here. There you go. Okay, and then just select modify. Maybe on the actual examination, so you will be creating it on the other side, okay, this direction. Okay, so for this one, I just created this question, creating from this side going up. So maybe on the actual exam, maybe what you can get is from this direction, going up to this direction. So basically, this is how you do this type of question. So you just need to invert your selection of the riser. Okay. Now, after that, just don't forget to finish it. Finish. Just close that one. Alright. So we are looking for this one, for this question mark here. What is the length of this one? So if you want to check, so you can put a dimension. So make sure this is 1,000. Oops. Should be 1,200 from here to here. See? So 1,200 from here to here. Just double checking. So it should be 1905. Yeah, correct. So now let's put a dimension from this interior side to this one. There you go. So that's the answer. Okay, so the answer is 1,200. Okay, so basically this is now this is the sample reviewer or the sample examination or whatever you may call it. So this is just a practice questions. Of course, don't expect that this will gonna be the actual exam, but I'm just giving you an idea how to answer just in case you encounter this type of questions during the examination. That's why I created this cheat sheet. Alright? So thank you for watching, guys. So once again, if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can put it on the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Alright? So thank you for watching. Have a nice day.